Alright, tour mod time at Iowa, and yes, I am 13th out of 13, but that's because I did not do a time, because, once again, experiencing blinking, and I felt it was going to be better to make the passes once everyone's spread out, rather than being in the middle of the pack. Right now it's settled down. Only noticed this when I was running the late model race. So I've got the ping plotter up, and hopefully I'll notice it if I do start blinking, because obviously can't tell because it's all on the upload. It's not the same issue as I had for those months on end. This is some point in Chicago that has been really messed up all day. But so far, for the last 5 minutes, it's been okay, so maybe it'll be alright throughout the race, so I'll just try to keep an eye on that. Again, new relative box there. If you like it, let me know. If you don't like it and want to just go back to the regular F box, let me know. I just am able to make that a little bit bigger without affecting my UI. So, we are getting ready for 65 laps. The setup iRacing provided for the Fix Series doesn't have enough fuel for this race, so some people might run out of fuel. That's not usually the case for an iRacing setup. Normally they're way overfueled. So we'll see what happens. It's really loose on the initial start on low tire pressures, but then comes in. I've loosened it up even more for the long run. And yeah, let's see if we can make moves, get ourselves up into the field. And we've already got one spinning. The pole sitter. So, just going easy right now. It's a lot of cars all packed up and still haven't packet lost. Just looked over and seen. So, we'll let them spread out a bit. Hopefully we get some long green runs and be able to work up into the top 5. Put this on. Looks like there's a check up there in the middle of 3. No, this is going to be a little boring to watch, but I'm not going to ruin someone else's race just because I'm trying to get a race in so that I have 2 races going out tomorrow. Unfortunately, if the internet's screwing up, that really messes up things. But let's catch up now. Should be able to easily run 7s. Added a little more front stagger to this, and then a bit more fuel. That's the only changes I've made to the iRacing set. You just have to get past that initial looseness, and then it drives great. Maybe a little bit tight on the long run. There you go, 717. Pretty sure I hit a 5 in qualifying practice, so that would have put us up top 5, but like I said, no need to wreck people, especially on a wide track, just because I'm blinking, so. Looks like it's back to normal, and hopefully I'll be able to start passing people. I'm assuming a lot of people tightened the setup to get past the first few laps without spinning. So, midway through this race, people should start really falling off. You can use all the lanes with this car, or you used to be able to. Not sure how it's going to work with the updates this season, but we'll find out. A couple of seasons back, I was using the top side like a badass up there, but I think that was when we had multi-groove racing. Flew up to the front of the field and then was 3 laps short on fuel. Field's really not spreading out. It did split, so a lot tighter field than we normally get.
23.967.
Starting to see some people maybe struggling with a push. I've probably overfueled a little bit. Looks like we're using a little bit less. Well, no, we're using about the right amount of fuel that I calculated for. So, not that I calculated for, but the Streamlabs app. They don't sponsor me. I just like the app, and it's got a lot of useful components without being too intrusive. Alright, now we're getting faster than people. Haven't had too much blinking, but still a little bit. Long ways to go right now. What I'm concerned about is right around where that yellow car is. Things are looking like they're going to get bad. So I really don't need to be ahead of someone right now. Looks like people are getting around him. And I'm saving tires back here, so not gaining on the leader because he was gone, but he was always going to be gone. Alright, 13 got in the wall.
201 outside. Still there. Still there. Stay low. There is a car on the high side. Clear up top.
One car down. Mini to go.
24.2.
I think we can get ahead of this white car and then take a look at the 12 car as well and fall in that little pocket. I'm going to go last lap just so I can kind of search around on grooves and see what's better.
24.209.
You could do the same thing with best lap if you paid attention, but I only have so many brain cells to use, and I'm using most of them up on talking instead of racing or figuring out what I need to do. I'll get past these two who are battling each other back and forth for near last. Alright, at least got the 11 away, now we'll take away the 12.
24.385.
It is going really slow through the center, Jesus. I don't want to be racing this close, but we're not blinking at the moment, so hopefully we can just clear him and move ahead. just gonna gap these guys in like 3 laps, I bet. We're gonna look like an idiot for saying that and not pull away from them. And there's the gap. You know what's awesome? We're still under green. That's exactly what I needed. Catch up to this pack and hope that they spread out a bit by the time we get there. 1.4 seconds right now.
24.289.
There was almost some contact. That white car is extremely loose, it looked like. No blinking still, so a little positive note. Just need these guys to spread out before I get to them. I mean, they're slowing down so much that the guys behind us are catching them at the moment.
24.372.
There's one way to spread them out. And then he just pulls down in front of the field. Wow.
24.389.
Alright, now we gotta get around the yellow car. We are good on fuel by 2 laps. And we got it. That's not what I needed.
Single file. Pit road is closed. Catch up, 8 car.
Alright, that puts us in 7th, and tires are falling off.
Catch up, 8 car.
Do we think we're going to get a long run to the end? So coming in and pit would be a good idea. I guess we are kind of halfway. Screw it, let's do it. Tires don't normally mean a whole lot, but we're having quite a bit of fall off here, so. That's a great way. I don't know what's with these brakes on these cars, but you can't even lock the tires up. I mean, I know they're massive tires, but you should be able to lock the brakes up.
We're done. Get going.
Well, that sucks.
You are out of tires. They want you in single file. Catch up, 11 car.
Alright, so, gotta be careful on the start. Low pressures again. Let's take a look at the tires. Actually, there was tire wear. That's not normally a thing in this car. That's a lot of tire wear. 82 on the right rear. That's very unexpected. Alright, so we'll be on the inside line, it looks like. It's just, now we're going to have to race, but no packet loss. Q bars completely vanished, so maybe the internet has decided it's time to race.
One lap to green. Line up on the inside. Catch up. 8 car. 58.585.
Alright. Don't self-spin trying too hard in the first few laps. Don't get ran over trying not to self-spin.
Pace car is off. Green flag, green flag. 56.178. Inside, still there at the bottom. Clear inside, go low. Caution, yellow flag. Line up,
Fucking yellow car.
Right now, catch up, 12 car. Catch up, 4 car. You've got some damage. Let's get that fixed.
And he just leaves without saying anything. Well, good job to him. Race is over. Yep. Don't even know what to say. Thanks for watching.